The camera was not in focus the entire video. You dumb idiot.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. First off, I want to apologize for this atrocious lighting. My windows are over here and you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just sit in front of the windows? Because that would be too much lighting, and there are lines coming off of the windows from my blinds.
No duh, dummy. We can see them on your entire face.
This video is basically just going to be a life update, so let's get right into the video. Before we get into my graduation and everything like that, I just want to start off by saying I got a new camera. It's actually what I'm using to film with right now. I am planning on getting another camera just because this one doesn't have a viewfinder. I mainly use it for photographs, photography, like taking pictures. I love taking pictures, but I also want to document my life. So I have the Nikon D3400. Doesn't have a viewfinder, and I'm not really sure how the quality is, but I'm sure it's better than if I were to record on my phone or my laptop like I have used in the past.
Obviously not, because you don't know how to use it.
So yeah, I got a new camera. Let's get right into my graduation. I do have some pictures from graduation that I will insert. I don't have too many, only because I didn't take that many. I know it sounds crazy because like graduation, like that's something you want to remember, you're gonna take pictures, but it was very sentimental considering the circumstances. It was a little disappointing because before COVID and everything else, I had ordered all of my graduation invitations and thank you cards and stickers that had my name on it, and I sent everyone my senior picture. And then because of COVID, we were limited to, we didn't know what was going on for graduation at first, because we went from everyday normal school life to everything being remote, and it was their first year doing remote learning, so we were kind of like their lab rats. So when we did find out, I realized that the invitations didn't matter because I couldn't send them out. They told us we were limited to 2 guests at graduation instead of however many. I don't think we've ever really had a limit in the past. So my immediate family, my mom and dad, were there at my graduation. It was outdoors, so we ended up doing the ceremony in our soccer field. Everything was outside, chairs were 6 feet apart, we had to wear our masks. Not the entire time, we could take them off when we were walking up to get our diplomas, but other than that, we had to keep them on all, like, for the whole ceremony. It was very, very sweet considering the circumstances. They definitely made it as nice as possible for us. Very, very sweet. So moving on from graduation, that June, I think it was like the end of June, beginning of July of 2020, I got a job working at Lowe's. It was okay. I was very excited to start, But after working there and seeing what it was really like, I knew it wasn't the job for me. So, okay, let me start by saying I had planned on going to college right after high school. Like, obviously I would have summer, but I was going to college that August. I ended up deciding, like, I applied, I was accepted, I was enrolled, ready to go. I last minute decided that I was going to take the year off. And yes, it was just the year. I am now accepted and enrolled and ready to go in August again. So, seeing that I wasn't going to college right after high school, I decided to get a job. Very excited when I first started. I was actually working with my cousin, so that was fun. My cousin and I are super close. She's like a sister to me. I applied as a regular cashier, and they ended up putting me in customer service, which I was super, super excited about. I thought, me being young and naive, I thought them putting me up in customer service was like higher. If that makes sense. So I just thought that working in customer service was better than being just a regular cashier. Boy, was I wrong. So I worked at Lowe's for about 8 months. It just wasn't a very professional place to work. The manager was very unprofessional. I just want to clarify by saying it wasn't the manager that was in charge of the store, it was just my supervisor that was unprofessional. It was not working out. But I stuck it through longer than I had planned on staying. So while working at Lowe's, I became close with one of my coworkers who worked up at customer service with me. Her name was Savannah. So Savannah, if you're seeing this, shout out to you, girl. And we were working together one night, and I had brought up that I wanted to get a cat, and I've been wanting to get a cat for years. I never could because my grandma was allergic. So I wanted a cat. Cats are easier, I feel like, to take care of than dogs. I wouldn't want to get a dog right now, or I wouldn't want to get a dog until I have my own place, just because they are a lot of work. They're very high maintenance animals, so I wouldn't want to put that burden onto any of my other family members while I'm at work or out or whatever I'm doing. So I wouldn't want to get a dog until I have my own place, and I stick by that. So I figured a cat, low maintenance, just easy way to go. She had mentioned that her mom's cat was pregnant, had her kittens, and they were not ready to go yet, but they would be, so if I was still interested, just to let her know. The time came and they were ready to go, and my boyfriend and I ended up with 2 cats. So, a brother and a sister. Their names are Milo and Missy. I love the name Milo. And because they were brother and sister, boy and girl, I wanted them to have names with the same letter. That might sound kind of cheesy, but I wanted their names to match in some way. So Milo and Missy is what we went with. They're crazy, but I love them. And then in November of 2020, my sister had her second baby, so I was an auntie of 2 girls. My oldest niece is 2.5. She will be 3 next month. And my youngest niece is now 6.5, almost 7 months old. So that was very exciting. We all waited patiently for her arrival, which actually, it's funny because my sister's second pregnancy seemed like it went by so much faster than her first. I don't know why, but yes, she is here. So then February of 2021, this year, I had noticed that my female cat was acting a little weird. She was acting different than normal. I wasn't really sure why. I thought, okay, maybe because she's a female. Honestly, I don't really know what I was thinking. I thought maybe because she was a female, she just acted different sometimes. So a few days after I noticed that she was acting a little funny, my boyfriend and I were talking, and he told me that he thought she was pregnant. I said, no, there's no way, that's not possible. At the time, she was only 6 months old. I clearly didn't do enough research. I did not think that it was possible for her to be pregnant at 6 months old. She was still a baby to me. And then a few days after that, he and I both were like feeling around, and we actually felt them move inside of her. So she did end up getting pregnant. No, sorry, I'm looking at my phone. I have notes on my phone. No, her brother did not get her pregnant, so these babies are not incest at all. What ended up happening was we were at my boyfriend's parents' house, and they have an adult male cat. She was not in heat, but him being a male, neither one of them being fixed, it just happened. So in April of this year, she had her kittens. She originally had 6 of them. 2 of them did not end up making it. They made it through the birthing process, but she ended up having them in such a small space. It was a closet that she had decided to have her babies in. And it was a very, very small space for her and 6 of these little babies. So I think either they suffocated or she just wasn't producing enough milk for all 6 of them and they were malnourished. I'm not really sure, but we still have 4 happy, healthy little baby kittens. 2 of them are females and 2 of them are males. So, and we already have homes picked out for them. They're going to wonderful homes. They'll be happy, well taken care of. I'm sorry guys, I know it seems like this video is all over the place, but actually it does make sense. It makes sense to me because I'm going in order of time, so like when these things happened. So it seems like it's like, oh, I'm talking about the cats, and then I'm talking about my sister, and then I'm talking about the cats again. But it makes sense because of when everything happened. So in February of 2021, I ended up resigning from Lowe's just because I literally put up with so much crap from everybody at that job. The list goes on and on about just how unprofessional they are. So I ended up resigning, and I ended up getting an email from my high school art teacher saying that there was a job opening at the elementary school. And she forwarded me the email. She said that I was so good with kids. She thought that the job was perfect for me. I ended up calling the school and leaving a message, and then I sent an email to the elementary school principal with my resume. She called me in for an interview. I went in for the interview. She said she would get back to me. I waited probably around 2 weeks, and at this point I had just given up, like forgotten about the school. I was like, I will get a different job, like it's not a big deal. It honestly wasn't the first thing on my mind anymore. Because it had been 2 weeks, I didn't think it would take them that long to get back to me. So the principal ended up sending me an email saying that she thinks that I would be a good fit, and if I want it, the job would be mine. So I sent her an email back. It was official, the job was mine. I had to go get my fingerprints done, and I had to go get my work ID, just all of the professional stuff. And just recently I enrolled in school again. So classes start August 30th. I am super excited, super nervous, but I definitely want you guys to come on this journey with me. So that's pretty much it. I think I've caught you up to speed. So excited for what the future holds. I'm so excited that you guys are coming along with me. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!